there's nobody online, but we are online.
Okay.
All right, now I found the share button, Bill.
Instructions.
They're right here. Why would we use those?
I don't know. I'm in a room full of men. I don't know.
We're dummies. We're dummies.
We're Columbus, you don't need instructions.
Yes. Well. I say we give it one more minute and just, and if we don't figure out, go, because we got a lot.
Okay, well, we can go anytime you want.
All right.
Thank you, Kathy.
All right. Good evening, everyone, on this very rainy evening, and welcome to the month of March, the first meeting in the month of March here at the Lawrenceville Lions Club. Before we get going, Lion Tom, would you lead us in the pledge, and Lion Catherine, would you lead us in an invocation?
It's right there. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this time together. Be with us as we make decisions for our plans over the next several months. Be with those that could not attend. Please bring more people online so we can get some stuff voted. In God's name we pray.
Amen. Oh, sorry, Pete. All right. Thank you very much. We have a packed agenda here. In fact, there's probably some stuff on it that's not on it that should be. And anybody have anything else to add or a motion to approve the agenda?
I move we approve the agenda.
All right.
Second.
All right. All in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries and the agenda is approved.
I'm not giving the dissenters enough time.
Noted. Lion Bill, Tail Twister, do you have a quick question for us tonight?
Yes, in honor of the upcoming transition from winter to spring, what is your favorite season?
Would you repeat that?
What is your favorite season?
Season?
Yes.
Spring.
Why?
Why? I just like to see the warmer weather. I love the flowers coming out. I think it makes people happier when they see spring than coming out of the winter and the cold months. So yeah, I love spring.
Brian?
My favorite season is the fall. It's got football, it's got my birthday's in it, Halloween, Thanksgiving, the lead up to Christmas. It's everything a season should be.
Then you nailed that. And I'll concur with every one of those points. I like the cooler weather as well.
Yes.
gonna say spring.
Okay.
You sure?
Well, even though it is partially in tax season,
Uh,
yeah, we'll go spring.
Well, I can add to this. If you were raised in the cold north, you were thrilled to see spring coming. All that snow, but I hated it because all that snow melts and it just gets filthy dirty. But when you see the flowers popping out, then that's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
How about you, Bill?
Fall. Most of it, as Brian said, football season, still a little warm. My birthday.
Oh, you mean that day you don't celebrate?
You get to buy time.
And you get to back there. Here you go.
That's it. Short and sweet.
Thank you very much, Lion Bill. Lion Tom, Secretary's report.
I want to know that I'm having this. Attendees last week, the last meeting were Ryan Cox, Tom Arnett, Bill Gibbs, Catherine Gibbs, and Pete Sampson. Virtual attendees were Maria Levitt and Steve Williams.
I will take a motion to,
Put a stop to this.
put a stop to it. Nip it in the bud.
So moved.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye. Any opposition?
No.
None, it carries. Moving on, thank you, Lion Tom.
Well,
Lion Catherine,
I
Treasurer.
entertain a motion to let y'all read this for yourselves. I have the treasurer's report and I can give you each a copy. I would rather not read it.
okay.
All right,
I'll move.
hey, go ahead, and do we have a second?
Second.
Whatever.
Here you go. One. Moving right along. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't mean now.
Okay,
Well, I thought you did.
sorry.
Just read it again.
Yes, moving on, all right, moving right along. Old,
Thank you, Brian.
yeah, old business, the sworn game report that we just had, a few days ago.
Final tally, the net proceeds from both games was $365.
Okay,
That was after we paid, the $1,300 for the tickets, and we donated $148 back to the Swarm for their Heroes Night, in lieu of getting the comp tickets for last Friday. So, but when it was all said and done, we made $365. And when we get to the budget, I will show you where that money is going back to the White House.
Good job.
excellent, thank you very much. All right, next up, budget.
Updated budget for your perusal. So I've made the adjustments to the net proceeds to include the $365 from the Swarm fundraiser. So that gave us a little extra money to play with. So I went back through the community support list and used the extra money. You'll notice under the Georgia Lions Lighthouse, we have increased our donation over prior year by exactly $365. So that's very easy for them to see. That's the proceeds money. And then everybody else got a bump up of either 50, all the way up to a $500 increase for Streetwise, because that's, we're adding them to the list this year.
Right,
That will still leave us approximately $9,200 for the golf tournament and pecan deposits. And then we'll have about $76 to play with if something else were to pop up.
all right,
And Pete, I don't think you were here when I did the first version of this. Down the side, we hit every major initiative with this giving list.
Awesome.
Great. That's awesome. And I'm looking over here. Of course, I just gave you $1,000 for the,
Again, that, like I said, again, we'll have, that'll be just,
Right.
we'll put
That'll
that
be
in the
next
wiggle
time.
room. Yeah, we can put it in the wiggle room, because technically it should be in this, and we can always make changes now that we
Yeah.
know we have that. So, but I wanted, the only thing we didn't increase was the chamber, because it's a fixed rate.
right.
So,
Hopefully it'll stay that way.
well, so unless, Pete has a point, we now have, we have, what, $1,100 that I didn't know about till 10 minutes ago.
Right.
So we can make changes to this, or we can leave it in the to be determined bucket.
Okay.
Okay.
There is
Or,
a,
since you have a couple of items in the new business,
uh-huh,
that $1,100 might come in handy to cover some of that.
correct.
So, but as it stands, this is the budget I wish to present to the board for final vote at the next meeting.
All right. Fantastic.
So basically what you're saying is here, right now, we're sitting on $9,300.
Once all this is paid out, we will have spent, this is last year's fundraisers through the pecans. And then this little bit we did this quarter, we're gonna give all that money out except $9,200, which we're holding on to for our next two, so it'll roll into the new
Right,
year.
right.
But other than that, we've spent all the reserves we have. We're donating everything we have with that.
Oh, that's good. Thank
So
you.
I need to send this to the membership so they'll be prepared, or
Yeah, well,
membership only?
active members only.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Catherine.
You're welcome.
You are awesome, amazing, and super duper.
Thank you very much.
All right. Next is Lego sets for the project for Lego sets for the state convention. I have not heard anything back from the company that sells the just bricks, the Lego bricks by in bulk. But as I understand it, they're really just looking for, they're looking for actual Lego sets in the first place. I have about $150 in gift cards just sitting around that I'm willing to contribute to purchase Lego sets to help us with this project.
I'll donate $60.
All right.
That would get 2 small sets, right? That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, so and as
143 pieces or so.
yeah, bringing something is a good thing to do.
The 1,200 piece box is $50 at Walmart.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
I was looking at the project ones, where you.
oh yeah, some of those projects are ridiculously priced. But if, like I said, that was they call the creative building comes with just all about every color you can think of, and then a few little nifty doodad ones. But it's mostly just a lot of Legos.
Uh-huh.
The ones that I saw online, you could get some of those sets for like $10 a piece, probably for the younger people.
I don't know if they can blow up that picture, but that's 1,200 Legos is a lot of Legos.
Right,
That can go a long way for some of
That
those
is.
kids.
Yeah,
absolutely.
and do they really need 1,200?
Mhm.
But yeah,
I mean, some of those kids are gonna be younger, aren't they?
Yeah, but like I said, those Lego sets, I mean, if you're building something specific, those sets run anywhere from $50 to $300, depending on what you're building. And then they have, usually a lot of those sets, that's the only thing you can use them for.
right.
So my question is, are they wanting Legos to, like I said, the true kits, or are they wanting bulk Legos?
They're really wanting true
They want the
kits.
kids.
Okay,
Because when they give them to the child, then they're able to take them home with them. I think that's the thing that they want to do.
Oh,
And I think
I
if-
thought they were doing it at the, isn't it a
No, no,
temporary state facility? That's what I thought they were doing while they
No,
were
no,
there.
they're sending him to hospitals.
Past district governor, I spoke with her, Kathy Williams. They started this down in South Georgia. And it's been a real success down there. And now they want to, bring it to the state convention and hope that, many of the clubs will reach out and bring sets.
Well, the 221 piece, I mean, like I said, a kit's one thing, but once you build the dinosaur or the car or whatever it is, that's it. And then you have, then it's just, there's nothing to play with. The 221 piece set is, is $25. And that comes in its own box. It gives
Yeah.
them something they can keep playing with.
And that's what they're looking for is, single boxes. That sounds like a good thing there.
And another thing to look at is what, for the little guys, the Duplo.
Duplo, yeah.
I remember the Duplo bunny that you can have as a backpack that was full of just plain Duplos that you can make into anything,
Is that what,
Yeah, it's a kit like that, but they have those down at the mall by where you live. They got a store down there that sells them. They get, Walmart and Target and all like this.
Are they looking for us to supply the kits? Or are they looking at us to give money?
Yes, each club
Okay.
would give whatever, one kit, 4 kits, 5 kits. They don't care. Because they'll go to the children's hospitals with these things.
well, they have, and I said, depending on how many, like what you guys are thinking, they have the little suitcase that's full of Legos.
yeah,
Those are $16.
right.
That's age 4 and up,
Uh-huh.
and it has 213 pieces in it. I think that's enough to torture parents with.
Yes.
I
Ow.
totally
It comes
misread
in a
that.
nice little carry case.
I thought they were using it at the hospital while they were getting their treatments.
They could be, but the nice thing is then they can take them home with them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
because they're theirs and
Yeah,
They're given to the
that's what
child.
we're
not
doing.
the-
We're giving
yeah.
to the hospital to give to the kids.
Which hospital?
Whatever there's a
Whatever,
children's
wherever
hospital, we
there's a
got one
children's
here,
in the state.
down by Emory University in North Side there on the
Right.
north side of Atlanta. What is it?
we have 3 in the state.
Yeah, in the
Yes.
state,
No, we have 3 in Atlanta.
3 in Atlanta.
Hughes
so,
Spalding, I'm talking backwards,
Okay.
Eggleston and Scottish Rite.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, Scottish Rite and Eggleston are, I thought
But
they
they
were.
are still,
They're
it's
all,
all part of the
they
system,
have
but
3 separate units.
it's 3 different. units.
Yes.
Okay.
So even if we can find them a little cheaper at the outlet, I mean, $16 a pop, we could, walk in with at least 10 units, 10 sets to give to the state.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
and I would like to make a suggestion and see, I mean, if Brian's willing to give his, what are you gonna give there?
To be specific, and I don't have them with me right now, but to be specific is I have a $100 Visa card, a 25 Visa card, a 25 Target, and another 25 Target,
So that's about what, $150?
something like that.
Okay,
And Tom donated or said he would.
He would
put in-
donate
You
60.
and I'll put in $60.
So,
so, even, why couldn't the club say, we'll throw in
Well, I
X
mean,
number? I mean,
that's.
We totally could.
$40, $50, something like that.
That, something like that,
I mean, we got the funds for it. We're not gonna break the bank with it, but Brian's gonna, out of the goodness of his heart, give a bunch.
right. So, okay,
So
I
somebody
will,
make a
I will
motion.
entertain a motion then.
Hold 1 second, please. I'd like to make a motion that the Lawrenceville Lions Club donate $180 towards, in addition to what President Brian and Lion Tom are already chipping in, that'll give us a total of $400 to purchase Lego sets with, which would give us approximately 20 to
Excellent.
take to the state convention.
Yeah,
I think they'd be
that's
pleased.
good.
Yeah,
$180, $100.
$180 out of the activity fund
Okay.
right,
that we will
Whatever.
combine with
Whatever we
the
can get
personal
for that.
gifts
right.
that have been offered to purchase Lego sets.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, I'll call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries and we have ourselves a Lego project. Excellent.
Is that a major initiative too?
It falls under the, childhood cancer.
Oh, I guess it would. While we're on state convention projects,
All right,
are we still doing the quilt thing?
I'm not sure if they're still doing that or not.
Okay.
They have, they have stopped talking about it. So
Okay.
if there's,
Somebody in the club had said they had someone to
Maria?
make the quilt.
well, I think Maria did,
Oh.
but at this point, the convention people, have stopped talking about, that proposed project. I don't, for one reason or another, maybe they,
Should we look it up?
But we just need to follow, if you can find out before next meeting.
Okay.
that'd be helpful.
Okay, I can, I can do that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, strides for sight and sound, it's the lighthouse project that they're doing in person on the 23rd of April down in Chamblee, or Catherine has proposed something on a different date. Is that correct?
No, I am doing, I don't know what date yet, but I've already got 2 other friends of mine that are gonna walk it with me.
Awesome.
Because I have to do it virtually. I will not be in town. for
Right.
the event. So we've decided Rabbit Hill Park will be the location.
All right.
Wait when you're there.
Show up. How about that?
All right.
Sit
Mr.
down, there we go.
Can get you a stick. You know, Mr. Bad. That came out of my mouth before I
Right.
realized who I was talking to, so.
I'll send you the information for our club team. So
Okay.
yeah.
I think I just need the name.
Okay. It should be under Lawrenceville Lions Club.
Okay, perfect.
It's something, yeah, I kept it simple.
Also, concerning that, the first 5 clubs, I think, that got their name in there, we were one of them, and they recognized us for that.
Yep.
So, also, August 6th, save the date, Georgia Lions Lighthouse is having an open house. And I grabbed that at the convention the other day, so I thought I'd bring it.
Okay.
Also, I got some information here, our services. Some of you might want to go over that, and if anybody ever asks you about anything that the lighthouse does, now you know, and I picked up several things, so I'll give you this thing too.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Pete. Long range meeting scheduling / member survey.
Yep. We're gonna do it.
Yes,
There's no win. Actually, I just ran out of time today. I switched gears and did Lion of the Year. But the survey's sitting on my desk to put into Survey Monkey and get it sent out, so.
excellent, thank
my
you.
goal is to do that. in the next 24 to 48 hours.
Wonderful. And that actually, takes us past into new business. Next, Catherine sent out, the
Ballots are out.
ballots for Lion of the Year. Okay, LCIF has set up a refugee fund, for the, situation in the Ukraine. They have been asking, they have been, soliciting, contributions to that, which, are counted towards, standard giving. Because they want, they want funds for the project.
How about a hit fund for the,
I was wondering if we'd like to, contribute to that, or if we have, or have we made our contribution to the, LCIF, as of yet?
We have not, and it's in the budget to send $800
Okay,
as it stands.
all right.
And if
they're looking for us to do something without penalizing the LCIF, right?
Yes,
so,
it would be counted towards, the yearly giving and the, holdover for Melvin Johns, et cetera, et cetera.
so if we add 200 to it and give 1,000, does that accomplish what they want? I mean,
Yes,
they can split it up however they want, but
The-
they still get credit for the 1,000.
yes, we would get credit for the 1,000.
The deal with $1,000 is, even though LCIF gets it, we can designate it to give a, what is it, Brian, a Melvin Jones Award, right? They're still getting their $1,000, but we will designate, we already got $2,000 in there now from Melvin Jones. This would add to it, give us 3, which we don't normally give 2 or 3 a year.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna put $1,000 in there, designate it for a Melvin Jones to be given later.
Well,
But that doesn't accomplish them getting. the
well,
Ukraine
no,
money.
let me explain that further. When they asked for solicitations, they noted specifically that all money, to the refugee fund would be counted under any club's Melvin Johns fund.
So basically they're giving you credit,
Double.
so that it'll go where they want it to, but the club still benefits.
Yeah,
from
they
it.
can use it wherever they want,
Yes,
but we still get credit from
Yes.
Melvin Jones.
yes.
Mhm. That, I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, like I said, out of the 1,100 that we have in, extra at the moment, we can take 200 out of that.
Okay.
Any motion for that?
Yeah,
Well, actually, no, because I
No.
can turn around and add it to the budget, to the final
Okay.
budget.
very good.
So just before you send it out, Tom, let me make that change,
Okay.
and then I'll shoot that over to you in the morning.
All right.
Are you okay with that?
I'm good with it.
No, I was asking.
Oh,
Bill,
oh,
because
oh,
He's quiet over here.
He's a contemplative thinker.
That's why I was asking. Okay.
All right. Okay, next up, on the 18th of June, Ryan's organization, Gwinnett Chat, is holding its first, fundraising gala, a ballroom dancing type event, and Ryan has not asked us, okay,
No.
he has not asked us. I was just putting it on here, whether we wanted to,
Sponsor
be a
you as a
sponsor,
dancer?
be a sponsor.
We're gonna sponsor you as a dancer.
The
No.
dancers are already set, thank you.
I don't know, after seeing Tom's moves the other night at the Swan game, I think they were pretty good.
Oh, my God.
That was painful.
Ouch.
Thank you, Bill.
We enjoyed it. I'm sorry that you're pain, but it was quite funny to watch.
I could hardly move. I could hardly consider dancing.
You've never seen us dance.
Um,
I was trying to get to the sponsorship page on his website.
Oh, I should have printed that.
Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to make sure, for full disclosure, he did not ask. I just put it on here and to see whether we wanted to do that or not.
We support your favorite dancer by donating to the ballroom dancing competition fundraising.
Yeah, and he had sent out a thing about the sponsorships, and they're not outrageous by
So
any
you can
means.
sponsor like 25 a month or $25, I think, right?
But yeah, I mean, if you want to put it towards, because each dancer's trying to raise so much money. But then he was also looking for specific, sponsorships to help cover some of the overhead. $100 here, $500 there. That's why I was trying to find the link that listed all the sponsorships. I think the biggest one gets your logo on the stage. There it is. Beverages, kind of like we do with the golf tournament.
Uh-huh.
Beverage sponsors 500, catering's 1,000. Dancer sponsor is $50. Event sponsor is $100. The programs are 1,000. Stage sponsor, that's the big one, that's 2,000. And they'll put your logo somewhere on the stage. Bridging the Gap sponsor is 100. Trophies are 800, and volunteer to help train the volunteers is 100. So,
Okay.
there are definite options in there.
Yeah. We gave him $200 last year for his fans, right?
We did.
Yes.
He's not, is he doing that again this year?
He probably will. No one did.
Obviously, the money that is raised for this would go to projects like that.
This fundraiser has a very specific
Oh,
goal.
okay.
He is trying to raise $65,000 to buy a passenger van so
Oh.
that he can carry the kids to the different Bridging the Gap events.
Okay.
Because right now they have to carpool,
Right.
because he just, he has a 4-person car with car seats in it. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
my suggestion would be to maybe give him $200. It was because I'm sure
Make that a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that the club donates $200 to Gwinnett Chat Outreach for their upcoming fundraiser.
All right.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion?
Is there a specific thing we're sponsoring, or is it just
200, did you say?
Well, like I said, based on what he's asking for, I mean, we could put 100 of it as an event sponsor, that would just cover general overhead. If it allows multiples, then we could just put 200 to that. I doubt he only has one for each. I'm sure he's looking for multiple sponsors. So, but if he only allows for one, then we can get the other one to the volunteer training.
Okay.
He's got 2 different $100 options.
All right.
Is that okay? Are you cool with that? Or?
No, I was just thinking, the dance thing, get our name there too. If it's in the program.
I don't know if they are going to, I don't know how that's gonna work. I'll have to ask him. If every sponsor is gonna be listed. Yeah, it'll allow me to do a 200 directly to the event sponsor. And then I'm sure these kind of sponsors will get listed in the program.
Yeah.
So,
All right. All right, any other questions?
Mm-mm.
All right, then I'll call the question. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, say nay.
Can you repeat what we decided to do with the money? Is it going to just the one sponsor or is it going to two different? Can you specify that?
My motion is that we donate $200 as an event sponsor for the event,
Okay,
for the fundraiser. Since it will let us do that.
okay. Then, all in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries, and $200, will go to help sponsor, that, very worthwhile event. Lion Tom, got an email and brought it to my attention. There was a question on designating, LCI International Convention voting delegates. I looked over that, that email, and that is not something that we need to do unless we have somebody going to the convention.
Okay.
So it,
So what was your motion or whatever?
well, yeah, Tom was asking when, Tom got an email from International, notifying us that we hadn't set a international convention delegate. But we don't have to do that if nobody from our club is going to Montreal.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going, right?
No.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
No,
So they don't allow you to have a proxy? I couldn't call
No.
Steve Williams, we could
No.
call Steve Williams if he was going and say, cast our delegate vote?
no.
Okay. Sounds rather short-sighted.
Well. That's just the way it's done.
Okay.
All right, next up, Lion Tom, sent an email out today, about the golf tournament contract.
Yeah, which anybody needs to see it there. Bill, Catherine, I don't know what I gave you, I needed something
It's okay. I just wanted to.
heavier.
You
Yeah.
thought you needed
Too much.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Pete printed some, that's why there's so many. All right, so anyway, they raised the price $5, and then, of course, he sent us the,
And the food price doubled.
so what do I? $16.
Well, that's not unexpected.
No, given.
In fact, it might go up from there.
Oh, once you sign the contract.
Well, that's true.
Well, we can do like we've done in years past, wait till the very end to,
I don't think they're gonna let us
No.
hold that date without it.
I'm at the food part.
Oh, yeah.
Do we want to do this?
Well,
And this is the menu.
That's what they said.
Same thing we had last year, basically.
it sounds right.
They've got options. I'd like to make a motion that we table this conversation because there's another issue that, to me, comes before this. And there needs to be more than just the 5 of us in this room. We need to have as many of the eligible members as possible,
Okay,
because I will not be serving in any leadership capacity for this year's tournament. So it is not a job Tom can do by himself. And somebody needs to help him. But it will not be me.
okay.
I've done it the last 2 years. and it's time the gauntlet would pass.
Okay,
And I'm not saying that one of the other three of you need to do it. It's something we need to put out to the membership.
all right. Do we have a second to table the motion?
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, all in favor of tabling the motion, signify by saying aye. Any opposed to tabling the motion? Motion carries. All right, Shriver's game, Pete.
I got the calendar,
Is the strike over?
yes, of all their games.
No, it's not.
And just so that we have something to go by, I printed out the dates for the upcoming, yeah, here. District things that go on, the scheduled dates to remember. And then, as I was floating through some stuff that they had sent me earlier, you can share that. Share that. I printed out their 2022 promotion schedule. All right, what's that got to do with anything? If you look at the calendar that I gave you, and Brian and I kind of talked about this today, but my feelings on doing the baseball game are to do it earlier rather than later, all right? So I was looking at the dates here so that we don't have a conflict of anything that goes on in the district. Plus, if we do this after the district last meeting, which is fourth cabinet meeting, May 21st, all right, we can get some flyers printed out and share them with everybody that comes to the district picnic. They don't know where it's gonna be held. It usually is held outside in some park somewhere. The other thing is that our state convention is gonna be held May the 13th and through the 15th, right? So we can actually, if we look at these schedule over here for, what was it, June or July? Yeah, June the 4th, they're playing, who is LB? I have no idea who LB is. It sounds like Louisville. The
Yes,
Louisville Bats?
yes,
All right, they're playing Louisville, okay? Then if you look over here at the other sheet that I gave you, that on June the 4th, I highlighted it in yellow. They're giving out a Button Gwinnett replica jersey, all right? So what happens is if by using the convention to print up some flyers and hand them out and using our own last district meeting, we can give out flyers and try to get people. Plus, they'll be giving out the replica jersey, the first 1,000 fans. So we can use that as an incentive to come to the game, right? Because there'll probably be a lot of people there. But so Brian and I talked, the convention will not interfere with the June 4th game. It's on a Saturday, of course, and all their games start at whatever, 6 or 7 o'clock. And we have the benefit of using a state convention in our last district meeting, cabinet meeting, basically picnic, to hand out flyers and try to entice people to come. And with the Gwinnett replica jersey, you know, that's an incentive for people to get tickets too, so.
But when is the picnic?
I find
It's
it,
the 21st.
they've never, ever, ever, ever done it after the convention, ever.
Like, so we got 3 weeks to promote it, is what you're saying.
Well, as far as we could promote
2
it
weeks.
earlier.
We can
but
promote it
the-
earlier than that.
The last 2 weeks are gonna be, we've got 2 opportunities to really drive it home.
Okay.
And
Right.
hopefully drive sales. But there's, yeah, as far as trying to sell it, that needs to be out by the 1st of April. We need to be, we need to be promoting this for a good 2 months.
Well, we can
Yes.
use the state secretary to send out a blast.
Yes,
And we'll have a flyer made up and get Linda Selby to send out a blast. You get them, I get them.
Yeah.
We'll have the convention and the last cabinet meeting to try and get some.
Yeah, but you're talking, like I said, I'm totally fine with promoting it with the state and the district meetings. The problem is that's 2 weeks.
Right,
So-
from the last bit, right?
Yeah, that last 2
Okay.
weeks, yes, we could definitely see some more attention from that.
Right.
But I don't want to wait, I don't want that to be the only promotion we do.
No,
right,
no, we get Linda to send this out well before that.
Dee,
Can
yes,
we get, the camp? Kind of like we tried to do with the lighthouse, to get them to send it out to their email list?
Well, sure.
yes,
All I gotta do is send them down a PDF or something. They can send it out. They're the ones getting the money. We want to get them involved.
Well, that's what I tried to do with the lighthouse, and that failed epically. So that's why I'm asking.
well, I
But we only
happen,
2 weeks.
Right.
That's why I'm like, we need to push for more time. So the June 4th, I don't have a problem with that date, I don't think.
I can get,
It's not-
as far as we, you know, as long as we get it planned by that point, it can be as fast as in the April, it can be in the April camp newsletter.
Yeah,
I know how to get there.
I know you do.
One of the, there's several reasons. We wanted to get it as early as we can. We didn't want it to conflict with anything.
Yeah.
Plus, the 1st of June, the weather should be pretty darn good then. So I think, that's gonna be a draw, but I think we're gonna try and get people all over our district. Plus, I talked with Garner Andrews, and there's other people over in L that are very much involved with that. And if we can get them to sell to their club, it's the camp and it's their club making the donation. It's not ours.
Yeah,
So-
I get that. It gives them more time to sell.
Yes.
Right. So, that is my suggestion. And,
are you going to chair?
huh?
Are you going to chair?
I will.
Okay.
I have. I've done this every year since we started it.
Okay.
But now, the strike is not over.
No, the strike isn't over. It does not affect the minor league system. They are under a different, they're a different,
The first 2 series of the regular season.
that is correct. They're under a different,
Now,
contract completely.
now for the bad news. Carlos is no longer with the Stripers. He took a job down in the Dominican Republic.
You went home.
All
Yeah,
right. Now, the good news is that I've already got a contact up there. I talked with her today. She's from Alabama. Her name is Virginia. I can't think of her last name. And I talked to her a little bit about lines.
Her name name's Virginia, she's from Alabama.
Yes,
Well,
Working in Georgia.
they probably, flipped a coin or nobody thought about that, but she seemed, like she's very much willing to work with us, which is fine. I will be approaching her to become a Lion because Carlos is gone.
And never paid his dues.
Huh?
And never paid his dues.
Well, I wasn't aware of that. Nobody told me that I'm aware of. And so I didn't address it to him.
We've been, he's very aware. We've emailed him, it is what it is.
Well, he and I were supposed to have lunch today, and unbeknownst to me, that he already left about a week ago. And so he didn't tell me that our lunch deal was broken. So, so,
This has been the year for it.
well, it's the nature of the beast.
every club is having, every club,
They pay and they don't come to the meeting, so.
every club is having this problem.
I'd rather obey.
Yes,
All right, so I brought y'all one more thing. I think we need to vote on that date for the strikers.
all right, so,
What is this? We approved the agenda.
Huh?
We approved the agenda.
Yeah,
This is not on the agenda.
this is a giveaway. I'm not gonna talk about it. Do you need me to talk about it?
Well, you just said, okay, that's
I
fine.
said I had something else to share with you.
Okay.
Right, did you get one? This is called sharing,
all right,
okay?
Thank you, Pete.
thank you very much, Pete.
I
All
just thought it might be nice information.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pete.
You
I
are welcome.
apologize for being an ass.
How I'm used to it.
Quiet. That's enough from the peanut gallery.
Don't mention food, I'm hungry.
Ah,
So this is not on the agenda either.
All right.
Just hand it to us and we'll, and,
Write it on your agenda. All I wanted to do was share with you who was elected to the District Hall of Fame. Nobody from our club, but if you would like to read it, it is there.
thank you very
So
much,
they had
Pete.
5 new members elected to the Hall of Fame. And some of you probably don't have an idea of what the Hall of Fame is,
It's downtown Atlanta.
but it's something they started back in 79 or something like that. And you have to be a member for so long. You have to
10
have
years.
so many years doing, both Judy and I are members of the District Hall of Fame.
Brian will get there. Brian's almost.
I thought he's already almost there.
Well,
So you
I,
have to be aligned for 10 years. He's just been.
and you have to be, you have to receive a nomination, and whoever gives the nomination has to pay a fee for that.
Good to know.
Just like Melvin Jones.
Sure. Makes sense.
All right. We have reached the end of our agenda. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All right, we're done.
With 4 minutes to spare.
We went through a ton. How did things go on Saturday, by the way?
It's not on the agenda, Brian.
All right.
The meeting's over.
The meeting's over, so who cares, right?
Why wasn't it on the agenda?
Well,
There's a
but
question.
there is a, yes.
Why wasn't it on the
Same
agenda?
recent convention was spelled with an M.
Hey, you didn't,
What the? I'm sorry.
you didn't
Same
kind
reason
of give us a
convention was
heads up
spelled with an
on
M.
what you did for the meeting.
Well,
I didn't catch that.
You had a finance.
I just copied,
Here, a
pasted.
program that you put on.
2 of them.
All right, I didn't know you were doing 2 of them. but you did
I
2
should
of them.
edit.
Brian told me that, but did that go all right?
Yes, we had, We had 8 registered for Thursday night, 1 showed up. We had 10 registered for Saturday, 3 showed up.
And 2 of them were from inside the
Yes.
perimeter.
They came
Get
from
out of here.
downtown
They live
Atlanta,
in Atlanta.
nicest couple,
Wow.
nicest people. So,
Well, you know,
That's a
probably the
money
people
mark.
that needed that program are
they
the
were-
ones that signed up and didn't show up.
well, probably.
We should call it a money mark.
Huh?
We should call it a money mark.
Karen said she is talking to, the HR department at Gwinnett Tech. And they are very interested in offering it to the faculty and
And
staff,
staff.
and staff,
And staff. Not just faculty.
not just faculty and staff. And what I mentioned to her was that, trying to offer it or trying to get the faculty and staff to offer it to the students probably would not go over because it's not approved curriculum. It's not, because they would have to jump through a lot of red tape for the school to offer it. However, I am of the opinion that if the Lions Club wanted to rent a room at Gwinnett Tech during school hours and offer said material, that might go over better.
Right.
So Karen's got a meeting with them again coming up here in the next couple of weeks. She's going to kind of test the waters with that and see whether or not it's something that we can offer to their paying customers to get the kids in there, because they're really the ones that need to hear it more than anything. So,
Get somebody to sponsor or give them
so,
for the people that show up.
Yeah.
So you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least they have the Lions Club on the calendar.
yes, Dawn made sure all of our meetings were on their calendar. We've paid our rent through them.
Anybody want to say goodbye to the audit, to the video?
Bye, video.
See you later, Tom.